Of Lake Erie, EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy. The Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
On 4th down, Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Browns at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lawrence Cager, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find Gray here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. I like the way they're being methodical on offense here on their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the counter, here's Jones. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
In motion, the tight end. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And a short pickup to about the 25.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as
as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Watson completes it to Austin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Finding space at the 40.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
45 yards.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Bass, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, it's Watson. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Watson open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Watson now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down. Dobbins. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. After the run, Watson going to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
York able to send this one through.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll look to throw here on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Watson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's intercepted. And he's got room. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Dobbins with it, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Completes to Njoku, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To throw, Watson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep